Alright, we're out here around my house in my backyard. My name is Wyatt Morrell. We're doing a project for our science class, which features a 5-week deal where we monitor the area, look for signs of species and different types of changes around the area. Like I said, we're behind my backyard and around my house. We're going to look at this area because we live in a pretty nature-like area with a lot of woods, different ponds and grass and trees, a lot of different stuff that we'll be able to view today. So we're going to start here by looking at this pond, which is to the side of our house. And as you can see, a lot of weedy areas around it, a lot of weeds in the pond. It's a very small pond, not very big, not a whole lot going on today as far as species in there or anything, but we do see ducks and geese in there at times, and it's usually a year-round type pond. I think we only had it dry up like once or twice in the 10 years that we've lived here. So it usually does really good for that. And we do see a lot of species down here. No fish in there, obviously, because it has dried up before. It's really small, not enough vegetation for them to eat or be able to do anything like that. And as you can see around it, different grass and weedy areas and marsh areas with different oak trees and stuff like that that are dead and broken off. Providing good spots for ducks to sit on and stuff like that, and different animals to maybe lurk lower in the area and hide out there. So now we're going to walk back up this way and go towards the back part of our house and view the back area, which is consistent with a bunch of woods and different stuff you'll be able to see. And like I said, you can see all the different trees we have here towards the pond. Everything we have, very nice. Different oak trees, even some birch trees we'll maybe take a look at here a little later. A lot of stuff. So this is a path we're going to start by walking down. We created this path a while ago. Just a nice little spot to kind of walk through and bring some bikes down here or whatever. You can see the different kinds of trees we have in here. Oak trees, a lot of moss on them right now. It did rain last night, so it's very wet, which will give you a different feel than on the other days we do this. But yeah, you can see all the moss and different parts of it in the way. We have all sorts of different trees and leaves and plants and weeds, all that kind of stuff down this trail right here. With how wet it is, one species that is out today for sure is mosquitoes. I don't think I'm going to be able to film any of those. But they can be bad out here in the woods too if you don't wear some bug spray for sure. So there's a bunch of different logs and trees that we cut up. Got a bunch of different plants down here. These are a lot of birds. I don't know if you can see that very good or not, but you can see those will stick on pants, whatever. You want to be careful to avoid those, and we have a lot of that in here as well. So we head up this way. There's a birch trees right there. We have one in our yard as well, and there's a couple of them out here in these woods. Some smaller ones here, even kind of scraped down a little bit in certain spots. But those are some birch trees we'll be able to view. As we make our way over towards our backyard, there's our house right there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over towards the back part of our woods and take a look back there, because there's plenty of stuff back there to view. Let me just navigate through there. There's a deer target we actually use, but that's not important for right now. I'm not sure if you can hear or not, but there are plenty of birds chirping off. You can hear a few squirrels every once in a while. I can see the birds every once in a while fly. There's one right there that's going off. Can't see him anywhere though. But there are plenty of birds around here. Plenty of squirrels, deer, raccoons, even fox every once in a while. So plenty of animals out here. Again, probably won't see any of them when we're walking back here, but they are out here. I'll see if I can find some tracks for you or show you something like that, or maybe a deer trail or two. So through this area right here, which is in the back side of our house, you can see there's another marsh down there. There's no water with that marsh, so you'll see more animals down there oftentimes, such as deer and stuff like that. And then right here is actually a deer trail. I'm not sure if you can see that right in the middle of the screen. They use this trail a lot. We see them back here. They'll just walk right along through here. Kind of a highway for them when they come through this area, and then it leads all the way back up towards the back side of the woods back here on our property. So we'll start walking back towards the farther part of the woods here and see if we can't see something different here. A lot of different sticks are down out here. Can make it very difficult to navigate back here for sure. I think it's about 40 acres or something like that, all the way back here. So there's a squirrel right there. You can see him. He's actually climbing down the tree right now. But that's kind of neat to see some kind of an animal here today, so you should be able to see that if you have to pause the video or go back. He's been running around, and we saw some red squirrels earlier before I started filming. I was able to see some of those. Gonna walk right through here and kind of go up to this hill area right there. But first, I'll show you over here. This is kind of an interesting spot to take a look at. And oh, look at that. We have a duck too even. See if I can zoom in for you before he takes off. See that duck right there? Moving? Couple of them. Now he's behind the marsh. See if he pops his head back into play. You can see all the marshy areas we have back here with vegetation and different trees. These are perfect spots, little areas that they see from above and they can just fly right down to. Very, very unique. I don't think he's going to show himself again. Again, you should be able to see that if you pause the video or go back. But that is very, very cool. See that duck, and next week, next Friday when we come back out here and take a look at this, we'll see if he's here again, or she. I wasn't able to tell, but very, very cool. So another area there with more wildlife to view. So now we'll make our way up to this top part of this hill. You can see all the different trees and stuff are down. This didn't used to be like this, so it's kind of blocking a lot of different views that you can maybe look at. But right through there, this is a little low spot to the ground. It's always been there since we moved in. We're not sure why that is, but kind of a neat little spot. They got different smaller trees down there. Otherwise, it's just kind of a little low area with not much going on, which is kind of interesting because you don't get a lot of that out here. You can see all of the moss on this log right here that's down, and how much moss is all around this place due to the rain and being dead. The wood just collects it and just sticks on there. Very, very interesting. So I'm going to try to get us back to one more pond area. It's actually owned by our owner, Todd Mixer. I'd like to thank him for letting us do all the stuff we get to do out here. Hunt out here, even just walk out here. It's very, very cool. Again, easy to navigate. Alright. So we'll get back up here to this top of the hill, and here's another look at what I was just talking about. A little lower area to the ground there with different trees. A lot of birch trees back in here compared to the oak. You won't see that a lot. And right there is the pond straight ahead, which is right next to his house on the other side. Very interesting pond. For us, getting to see different deer come down here and drink, ducks, geese at times even. And with all the marsh, just is a great spot for insects and mosquitoes and spiders to stock up on as well. Doesn't look like you're gonna see any animal life out here. There's a couple birds flying across there. Nothing in the sky, very cloudy day. But nothing here, but this is an interesting spot. We'll monitor this spot as well all 5 weeks. But looks like we're at the 10-minute mark, so we're gonna call it good for now. We'll try to view more of that area over there next time and throughout the next weeks, and try to go through it a little quicker. There's a lot to show you today for the first time, and next time we'll try to go through the same pattern, get some of that stuff. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back at it here next Friday to monitor and see what the changes are from certain spots, and continue to go, see if we can get some more species.